How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another Monday live stream. My name is Guillaume, and I'm really happy to be with you guys. New setup today. I know it's not up to par with what I used to produce. New camera, well, new old, back to the GoPro. I used to do these live show back in the day with the GoPro. Was not up to my standard because it's so finicky with the light. Like a little bit of light will change everything. I hope it's fine for today's stream, and I hope we're gonna have a good time together. Enjoying some coffee. Talking about stuff that you guys want to talk about. I don't know if it's the title. I don't know what happened, but last week, Casual Talk and Q&A, bunch of you guys just like watched the stream live together, live in playback, or not live in playback, playback and playback. Duh. But way more people attended, so I guess you like it. So week 2, Casual Talk and Q&A. We're going to talk about whatever you guys feel like we want to talk about. Let me ask you. Actually, this time, let me ask the question. You guys usually ask the question. Let me ask the question. What is the new thing that you're interested to see? Because a lot of people click on my video where we talk about the Yamaha, the new DM3. And I was thinking about it and go like, well, the Yamaha DM3 is the new thing this year. What else? I'm not aware. I didn't see anything other than like the Wave fiasco where they decided to go year subscription and back and not doing it like a subscription model, go back to buying the plugin. I don't know what happened with that in the end, seriously, because I'm not using really the Wave product. Other than the watered down version, for those of you who remember, good old H2O. But other than that, what happened? The Tascam console? What is a Tascam console? Is it good? That's the thing. Is it good? Is it something that is worth looking at? Because we can take a look at it together. I don't mind. But is it a contender to replace something, or is it better than something that is already there? A Midas version of the Wing, that would be cool, but I would prefer the Midas HD 96 Air. Seriously, I don't. Okay, let me ask. If Midas were to release a version of the Wing, a Ming console, because some people went out and called it the Ming console. What if Midas were to release something? What upgrade would you see? Because we have the same fader as they have on the Midas M series. We have probably as good of physical hardware this time, which was not the case with the X32. The X32 felt way cheaper physically. Software is the same, exactly the same. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there was a little difference between the preamp. I mean, it's the same design on the PC board, it's just a matter of quality of components that were better on the Midas versus the X32. Other than that, I mean, the Wing, okay, let's talk about it for real. The Wing has almost no preamp, and the preamp and the back of the Wing are the same that you will find on a DL251. I did some A/B tests myself. Actually, I should do a video about that. I keep saying it, but I should really do it. Same preamp that we have on the DL251, or really close. Real Midas design preamp. What's missing? What would be the upgrade if we were to go on a Midas version of this console? I don't, other than having a black Wing, which is something that I would really enjoy. What do you guys think? Before that, bonjour, la France. What's up, everybody else? What's up, Pancho? Good to see you. What's up, Charlie? Good to see you. Is it Mike from Poland? What's up? Good to see you guys. You're the regular. I'm about to call you guys regular. You're always there. Who else is in the chat? Because I changed the start time today. Maybe it's it's driving everybody crazy. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us guys. Yeah, maybe I changed. Maybe I bugged that out. Okay, there's more people. What's up? How you guys doing? What's up, the Netherlands? Hello from the rainy Montreal, Canada today. Just drove an hour back from where I was last night to make it on time to the show. Jump in the house way too close for me to turn all that stuff on and jump right in. So this is why I had to delay a couple minutes, 15 minutes. So we'll let you guys join in slowly. We'll see how things are going for us. But today, again, I'm repeating myself. No fixed topic. We talk about whatever you want. Could be the new Tascam. Actually, what is the name of the new Tascam? I want to take a look at that. Send us a link in the chat. Also, what are your questions about the wing? Is the new update released yet? Is the 13.8 have been released? I didn't look at it. If it was, like I said before, I'm not gonna do a video right away this time. Let me look. Behringer Wing is the new firmware update released. Software. Hold on. Is it? No, still 1.13.7. But I'm really interested to look at the Tascam if that's out yet. No, it's not out. It's not out. So not much new on the wing this week. Honestly, it's just a cool bug fix from what I understand because I start to fiddle around a little bit with the 1.13.8, and it's just a matter of bug fix. It's gonna fix all the bug that you may or may not have, because some people do not have bug. A lot of people that use Edit, apparently, what happened is when you load Edit now, if you import a show from Edit to the console for the first time, all your channel will be blank, and the brightness of the display and the surface is at minimum when you import a file. It should not be this way. It should be default, but it's another type of default status that is done on Edit side. So remember what I said, guys, don't rush out. It's going to be ready when it's ready. It's the kind of bug like this that it should have been, figure out before, but because a lot of people testing out the software try to release it not as fast as possible, but fast, it just slipped through. It doesn't stop you from functioning. If you know what you're doing, you can just go like, oh, okay, my channels are not there, so I'm going to select channel 1 and I'm going to go view, not send, overview. Where is it? Config. They changed the name for that. It was not called config, right? So you can just load the channel the way you want, but by default, because it was not there, was causing a little bit of confusion to some people. But new firmware is going to fix all that. Don't worry. Stick around. Hang to your seat. It's going to be fixed real soon. So other than that, yeah, it's just bug fix for Edit mostly. Other couple bug fix, some stuff that can happen. I'm hoping for the next release they will have implemented some more stuff with the library, but for now it's going to be just bug fix. And motion blur is awesome on the GoPro, right? I just I have the trail of my hand. That's history. Is the show fine for you guys? Please tell me. Is it like decent quality? It's watchable, at least. I'm not talking about the OS. I'm talking about the video quality. Because I've been told many times that I'm unwatchable, apparently, from some of people on Facebook that don't seem to like my show. We couldn't please everybody, right? So, what is the Tascam? Somebody said the Tascam console. Looks good? Looks good. Okay. Seriously, what is the Tascam console? I'm curious to know if is it something new? Is it a new thing that was not there? Or a new game changer? I cannot read. Right, Tascam. What is the new Tascam? Because Tascam do make a lot of good stuff. I own 2 lavalier mic from these guys, and I'm using them to record some stuff for client or when I'm doing like video contract. I don't do those often, but I have 2 little recorder lavalier that work great. Just put an SD card in there and it's just loading. So, new product from Tascam. Oh wow, the website is not designed that well. New mixer. Let me take a look. Okay, hold on. Let's see what we got here. I'll bring you guys up. Hold on. I just need to figure out my mouse, where that is. And I'm going to go OBS. And I'm going to add a web capture. So we can take a look at this together. Ooh, I'm getting old. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to read it. We're going to take a look at the Tascam. Hold on. Give me a sec. Uh-oh. There we go. Those are the joy of doing a live show, and decided to do something totally unprepared. So now that I have a window and we can take a look at it, let me move my mouse and let's go. So the SonicView 16 and 24. Let's take a look at the 16 just for fun. I do not remember seeing anything like this from Tascam. So we're gonna keep that in English. This is a multi-track recording mixer. So is this thing able to record to like a USB drive or something? Or let's take a look at the spec that we have here. Because DSP have come so far that we can do a lot on these consoles. Okay, the interface look fine. It's looking like the Ellen and Eat stuff a little bit to me. And it's like a blend of Ellen and Eat and Yamaha. So they have a video about it. What are the feature? Let's take a look at the feature. Okay, view screen. Okay. It looks a little bit like an XR screen. It looks a little bit like an XR screen. What do we have? Individual view. There. Okay, so there's two screen on it. You can see two different things at the same time. Channel strip view, module view, individual view. Fader that lined up to the bottom of the screen. Multiple knobs. Okay, well, how many in and out is this thing? High energy quality. Is it 96K? It's 96K for those of you who like 96K. Input channel and processing. Sorry, it's a little bit shaky here for some reason. Okay, so it's 16. Oh, damn it. Will I be able to go back? Yes, I am. Okay. So it has 16 inputs plus line out. No, actually, it's with line out. 2 insert points. So if you have hardware compressor, you can use that. It's Dante, which is a really cool thing. It has Ethernet and USB to PC. I'm going to guess this is how you can record to that. It has a USB in the bottom, not USB, SD card. And another slot for maybe another SD card or something else. So it's 16 input. You can expand on it with some Dante stuff. Is there something else interesting? 16 input. Input delay, gate expander, 4-band EQ, effects, digital trim. Are we limited to the 16 input? That's the question that I have. It's made for recording, I get that. It's probably going to be fine for up to 32 channel of recording, so maybe it can have 16 more input over Dante. You can have a MADI card. You can have stage box with it, so if you want to expand on that, those stage box will probably be Dante, so maybe if they are good preamp, they could be used with something else. Because some companies do make really good preamp. It has an iPad. It has Dante. So, okay, small content. It's a small console contender for a lot of stuff. Is it better than the Wing? That's gonna be up to see. Because seriously, it doesn't look like a bad console at all. But any of you guys have an idea of the price of this thing? Because it looks certainly fine. Like the 24 and the 16. A little thing that would probably crash all the thing is a router. Honestly, because, okay, let's be honest. Let's talk about the fiasco that I had to live with an XR18 integrated router. Total garbage. Seriously. What did I say? Did I say the air? No, it's the air. It's the air. The Behringer Air. Not good. Or the MR18. Not good router in there. Totally garbage. It's, I mean, for, yeah, big console. Okay. Do I have my router? Let me take a look. do I have my router here? You guys will probably be surprised of what I'm running. No, it's not there. Okay, I got it here. Or I got the box, actually. This. Ubiquiti Unify Mesh. I'm using this for my console. You can plug it in, power over Ethernet with a little adapter that is supplied with a thing, and I can have signal, if I put it high enough in the air, for over a mile. It's 2 kilometers. Roughly 2 kilometers. Is it? Do they advertise it on the box? But it's something like stupid. You do not hear what you're doing with the range. You can go further than you can hear the sound out of the PA with this thing. It's a little more expensive. It's like $250. But man, is it worth it. It behaves really well in your network. It's stable. It has all the hardware that you would need. Yeah, a mile. 2.4 kilometers. If you put it high enough in the air. Actually, funny story. I live next to a small bar, and I got 2 of these things at my house. One in the back, one in the front. I'm running them low power. But for fun, I put the one in the front of the house for high power, and I went on the other side of the street at the bar, and I was doing some speed tests. I could get around 30 megabytes per second 2-3 neighbors away from my place. Basically at the corner of the street where I live. So, seriously? If I were to put this on high power in a festival situation, even with the interference and everything, I think I'd be good. I could put this on stage. My band or my stage being 100 meters away from me, 300 feet for you American guys. We're Canadian, so we speak both here. Short distance in feet, long distance in kilometer. You have to be Canadian to understand. But seriously, if my band is 300 feet away from me on the stage, basically at the end of that cable, as far as it could go, because they are rated for 300 feet, Cat6 link. If I'm further away than that, I don't need a router. Or this thing is going to be longer than that. So it's more than fine. It's around $250. It's expensive for a router. Well, not that much, because the gamer router now are crazy expensive. It's awesome how good they work. The Ubiquiti stuff is great. Charlie said I have a Unify for primary network and regular Netgeared M4250 for AVO IP. I don't know what AVO IP is, but those Ubiquiti stuff, Ubiquiti, hold on. Ubiquiti Mesh AC kit. I got 3 of those. I got one in my audio over IP. Okay. I got one of these for my house, or 2 of these for my house. One of these for my M32 core with my DL251. Words are hard today. And I have this one that I want to put in my wing. But this one I want to keep it so I can put it on the stand. Unify, Ubiquiti, Unify. Do I have the model here? Well, there are other options also from Ubiquiti. This is not the best option, I believe, for festival situation, because this is an omnidirectional antenna. They also have a kit where they have a like a little dish that you can aim and it's going to go further. It's basically the same system as they have in there, but it's going to be directional. I think it has like a 45-degree directional antenna. You can put that in your system, point that to the front of house, to FOH, or do it the other way around, put it at the FOH and aim it toward the stage. And your musician, if they need to mix themselves with their phone and from your console, you can get really, really good, stable, and decent result with that stuff. If you guys are on a budget and do not have that much, the older system from Ubiquiti start to roll out slowly stuff that is 2.5 gigahertz only. It's going to be more than fine for us audio guy. We do not use a lot of bandwidth. Those things are made to handle like 100 clients, like 1 gigabyte per clients, or divide the 1 gigabyte interface with a lot of clients. So if you guys need a system, look for old Ubiquiti stuff, the Unify stuff. Awesome stuff. I'm thinking about maybe just getting an old one just for fun, keep it as a backup in my backpack, the Ubiquiti stuff. The UISP Edge Router X and the AP Lite for $98. I don't know what these are. I'm not okay. I sound like I know a lot about network, but I don't. Let me clear that out of the way. I totally don't. Hello, Robert from Sweden. Good to see you, Rob. Actually, let me ask you, what do you think of these? Rob knows a little bit about the network stuff. He's got his knowledge up with the network and everything. He's really good with computer. Gotta let it out this way. What do you think of these? Little Ubiquiti mesh to use with my wing. It's spelled Ubiquiti? Okay. Okay, the UISP, I guess, is I want to call it a modem. Is it a good term to use? I don't know. Things are going so fast in those environments. And with the fiber starting to roll out on my hand of the globe, I'm really, really far. Not really, really far. I'm really, really close to the city of Montreal. I'm on the South Shore. I basically go out of my window and see downtown. But because I'm not on the island, Montreal is an island. Because I'm not on the island itself, we're getting some other stuff a little later. I know the whole island now is fiber, and they start to roll out around there. I'm debating if I should get myself a gigabyte connection, straight fiber optic in the back of my computer. I wouldn't go below Wi-Fi 6 nowadays, Robert said. Ooh. But, okay. Not for house. For sound. Sound console. Because I just recommend to people, and I want your opinion on that. I just recommend to people to look into old Ubiquiti stuff. Because, honestly, for the amount of bandwidth that we need with a console, I think we can get away easily with some of the older Ubiquiti stuff that is only 2.5 gigahertz. 2.5 gigahertz is my understanding that is going to travel further, but will have a slower speed. 5 gig Ethernet Wi-Fi 6. It's probably going to be faster, but on a shorter distance. The range will be a little shorter. And I think this is how the system is kind of working. The shorter the wavelength from 2 gigahertz to 5 gigahertz to basically shorter. Yeah, 2.5 on the distance. So yeah, if you can get your hand on a cheap 2.5 only Wi-Fi, whatever, older than 6 stuff from Ubiquiti for dirt cheap, like for $40-50, I think it's a bargain to put in your system. Oh, please. No, sorry. Someone says, I'm sorry, I cannot read your name. I do not read Japanese or Cantonese. I don't know what language it is, but it's a font that I cannot read. You have a question about the wing? Don't be sorry. We're here for that. The show today is casual talk and wing question and whatever you want to talk about. So if you have a question about the wing, we're here from Taiwan. Oh, what's up, Taiwan? I have some friend in your area of the globe that moved there because the weather is way better over there than here in Canada. But don't be afraid. Ask question about the wing. This is why we're here. We're here to have fun and a good time together. Rob said, it's not about the bandwidth, but radio stability. Modern phone and tablet support Wi-Fi 6 and Mumimo, the essential, go to stable. This is essential for a stable connection. Okay, so I didn't know that. So let me ask the question then. If an older system is getting unstable, it's not because of the radio range. It's because the device having a hard time getting it. So if I'm getting an old commercial, like Pancho suggests, stuff from Ubiquiti, it's going to have a hard time communicate with the thing, not because of the reception, but because of the language that is spoken here. AP6 Wi-Fi is $98. Okay. It's the same price as a gamer router. X router is still sold. Okay. Is it, what kind of Wi-Fi is it? Before I go back to read a question that I have from MFM. I skipped that one. I'm sorry, man. No more skipping. Let's start to answer a question about your wing. You said, I have a wing located on the main floor of venue. There's an X32 rack in a different location. What would be the best way to route the main left-right signal over AES50 to the X32? It would be using... I need to ask you this question. Are you under a 80 meter or 260 feet run a cable? If so, go this way. Go with just AES50. You basically assign two of your output, AES50 output from here. You go output wherever your console is connected. You have your bus here. You send that back. You send your main left right into wherever, 33, 34, anywhere in here, and you grab that with your X32. It will be my way to do it. If you cannot run that far, either go Dente, or the best solution if Dente is not an option, go analog. Analog's gonna work. Maybe you will lose a little bit of IN in there, but just go analog if it's not an option. Just send a physical left-right line out. That will work. I hope that answered your question. Let me... mixing lane, next AP I would like to buy would be Wi-Fi 6 because my MacBook and iPad work on it. So, for your house, you don't really need Wi-Fi 6. You kind of only need like something that is as fast as your internet connection. If it's only for Wi-Fi. If you want your device to talk to each other really fast, maybe. But it's going to be a lot of money if you don't have, let's say, a gigabyte connection to your house, which it starts to roll out here. I don't know why anybody would need this other than being a professional like video editor that you need to send huge file back and forth. To watch Netflix, you don't need you don't need a gigabyte connection, trust me. Yeah, maybe. If you have the budget, or if you future-proof yourself. Of course, at some point, I think, and I don't know if you guys watched Linus Tech Tips or not, but I do a lot. And Linus was saying that you don't think that we're gonna need more than a gigabyte or 10 gig connection, maybe 10 gig connection to your house in the future, because the amount of data that you can consume on, let's say that the worst thing ever that you can consume is video. Once we're gonna reach broadcast of 8K video, I think we're gonna reach a limit for at least for a long time. But other than that, I don't see any bigger file. I don't see any other use for now, with the reality and the knowledge that I have right now as I'm uploading this video. I don't see any reason why you would need something bigger than a gigabyte or even a 10 gig connection in the future. If you want to go 100 gig, 25 gig, or 100 gig, it's going to be like you would need to rewire your whole house, because at this point wire will be the best option. And yeah, seriously, man, I don't think for now, with the knowledge that I have and the file size that even if 4 persons are watching a 4K Netflix right now, you're still good with you would be good with a gigabyte connection. With the buffing time and with the buffer time and everything, you will be good with that. So, okay. Let's see what Rob said, and I'm going to go back down in the chat. Okay, let's start with Rob. Not language, but the way the antenna beaming in the way the actual radio handled the radio wave. Odd quote. Worst explanation I can come up with a pinch. Thank you very much, Rob. Okay. Gotcha. To host your own web page, the problem is the upload. Yeah. God, I wish I had a 50 megabytes connection. Actually, 50 megabytes. Here, right now, I'm using the lowest connection from my ISP, my internet service provider, and the lowest I can get is 30 by 10, 30 download, 10 upload, and I got that for, well, it's expensive. Radio communication in Canada are really expensive. My internet connection is $35 a month. Unlimited download, upload. But it will be fine for hosting my website. 10 megabyte is enough. I'm always saying it wrong. 10 megabits. Yeah, 10 megabits per second. 10 megabits per second is enough for hosting a website, not sending out download file. But if you are just loading a web page, it's going to be fine for a couple users to reach at it every minute. It's going to be fine. If I would to host this live stream, it would not work. Here get 300 down and 20 up for $60. Yeah, I get roughly the same thing here. If I wanted to upgrade, I could get something 400 megabytes, 450 for 60 something bucks. And if I want to go fiber, it's going to be way more expensive, but I can get 1.5 megabits, 1.5 megabits per second, boat way with fiber, but it's 100 something per month. And I don't have the need for this. The worst thing that I do that is requesting a good connection is doing this live stream, and I'm outputting at 2.5 megabits per second, 2.5 kilobits per second. So my connection is not even stressed at all. It's a quarter of my upload bandwidth. So even if I wanted to go 4K Because right now this is 1080p. If I wanted to go 4K, I could do it. Let me read what's happening here. Is there an institution in Canada that offer audio engineering courses? Yes, there is. They all sucks, and there's only one that offer live sound. I went there. It's not even public. It's government funded for people that are school dropouts. I'm not a proud, but I would just say that the school system wasn't for me. I dropped out of high school, struggled through life a little bit there, and after that I went to do a job as a technician. Let's be honest, most of the people that get out of there are not full-on engineer nowadays. You basically go out of there as a certified technician. So you have your license to push road case, and you know your way around lights, sound, rigging. And on the side of that, well, actually, before going there, I was doing bands. I was mixing like local venue stuff. Went there, grab as much information out of the people there in sound, light, and rigging, and electricity, and all that stuff, and I made the best of it. And on the side, I was going out with my sound teacher. Not going out, that sounded weird. I was going on shows with my sound teacher to grab more information on a volunteer base. So I basically stuck to the guy as much as I could. Then I did my first internship at the Montreal Jazz Festival, because he was second director, technical director there. Mixing up term and French here, sorry. He was second in line technical director for the inside shows at the Montreal Jazz Fest and Francophonie de Montréal. For those of you who know, it's the French festival that we have. It's basically the same thing. After one festival, they changed all the banner, and it's exactly the same setup. So I did that for a month, and after that, I just made my way, start to work with bands, going in venues here and there, and I've built a reputation as a sound engineer, became better with the year, I hope, and moved on. Basically, kept on going, and this is how I made it. But other than this live school, there are, I think it's called Trebas Music Technique, School of Show Business, maybe some other stuff, but it's all studio stuff. They have really cool Neve and SSL, and that's about it. They show you how to work in more the recording industry than the live industry. I'm really a live guy, but if you want to learn how to do studio stuff, if you want to learn to do Pro Tool, spend 50 grand a year to do this instead of watching it on YouTube, they will show you how to do it. You will have a paper that is honestly totally useless, because even my diploma, I threw that in the garbage as soon as I got home after my graduation. Because no, seriously, I gave it to my mother after my graduation and never looked at that thing again. Never saw that damn paper. I have a diploma and everything. I should show you some picture of me when I was 20 with a smile, hair, and weighing 160 pounds instead of my 250. But yeah, school in engineering school in Canada are there. They are affordable for those of you who want to go there, but honestly, it's gonna be useless. It's good for contact. You basically creating a relationship with other people that eventually we're gonna end up in the industry, and you became friends with these guys, and this is how you end up making friends and making your way through there. But it's not a classical job. You cannot like send your resume to a studio and they will probably not hire you, or if they do it, they will do it for minimum wage. You would do coffee. You're not gonna touch a console. You're not gonna start mixing. This is how the business has been built. It's a really protective business. If you're not recognized as one of the crew, you need to be in the crew. You need to be in the gang. You need to be recognized as a real sound engineer before they will give you a chance. But you cannot do it if you're not mixing stuff, if you're not doing your thing. So it's a really weird industry. It's a more an artsy still industry. If you want to go the classic route, the other option is to go member of a union. I used to be at some point member of the IATSE union. If you start there and you start to pick up call, night shift in venues, doing a couple of hours a week here and there, and eventually you're gonna go up further on the list of call, and eventually you're gonna end up with a job in a theater, and you can make your way out of. You can make your own path doing these steps, or you can go to working for a big AV provider. I know here next to me is Solotech, one of the biggest player in the world. But you start at the bottom of the chain, like rolling cables and emptying out road case full of mud out of festival, and you hope it's only mud that there's on these cables. But I didn't choose that path. But it's another way if you want to get into the business, working for not really going to school, but going into a AV shop and working your way out. Eventually, if you prove yourself to these guys, they will let you touch a console, and they will let you learn, or they will let you flip a console. Actually, some of my friends did that. They took out console after hour. They stuck longer after hour. Flipping console, learn them, grabbing a microphone with a pair of headphones and tweaking out and like figuring out how to gain, how to EQ, how to multi-track, because now you can bring your laptop with a multi-track session and mix that. And if you stick around, if you show that you want to learn on your own, if you show that you're passionate about this job, people will give you a chance, basically. Sorry, I didn't. Small question that end up a 5-minute rant about how to become a sound engineer. My advice is do this for fun. Do this as a career that is fun, and you'll eventually get there. What did I miss? Tips for fun. Hey, new to the channel. Welcome, my friend. Today is out of the ordinary live stream style. Usually we're more focused about console or other stuff, but I try to change the path of this channel a little bit, where I want to reach further in sense of I want to talk about the wing. I want to talk about everything that is tech related to sound and stuff. Maybe a little bit of video, not too much, but a little bit of video. And this is what the channel's gonna be. The channel has my name, meaning I can do whatever I want with it. I'm passionate about all those stuff, the sound engineering stuff, computer a little bit, networking a little bit, because now we have to. It's part of the doing live sound. You have to deal with network stuff because you're sending your mix out to the internet. You sending your mix over network stuff, Dente, any other network protocol, Wi-Fi for communication with a console and mobile device. If you want people to do their mixes on a console, or you want to mix with an iPad. So it's all coming together. I need to buy a new mixer that is digital. Should I buy the X32 or Midas, or wait for the new Yamaha DMD? Really good question. I need to ask you this question before answering yours. What do you want to do with it? Are you going to do like 4 or 5 input with... Are you going to do like a small amount of channel for a small amount of people, not doing too many mixes? And do you need to have something that is out of the box Dente? If you say, I'm never going to go over 12 input roughly, so you have 16 there, so you have a little space. You need to send that USB, or you want to record that to a computer using USB, and you need a small footprint console, I would say the Yamaha DM3. If you say, yeah, maybe I want to expand, maybe I want to have 32 or roughly to close to 32 channel. I'm going to have a lot of in-ear mixes. I need to have something that I can maybe swap a Dente card, but it's not vital, but you need something that is flexible, that you're going to need to run like sound for stage and carry around. I would say my personal preferred option is the M32R. Compact, a lot of input, a lot of flexibility, more than the DM3, more mix, more option for stage box and everything, because you can do a lot with an X32 or M32. If you load it up and you add some P16 for mixes, you can like do a lot of things, more than the DM. If the DM is more than you need, probably go for the smaller footprint of the DM3 with the Dente card option. Now, honestly, I would not suggest anybody to buy the non-Dente version of this console. Okay, enough of me chatting around. I need to answer the question from our friend from Taiwan who asked this question a long time ago. Oh, sorry, I tried to go with the chat. Hey, Patrick, you're late. Yes. Well, I'm going up to insert that question. So, okay. I want to set up bus delay, but not only mains and matrix, but output delay. A new plugin for speaker manager. Yeah, but it's not enough for delay the 5 millisecond. It only allow it's not enough millisecond because it only allowed 5 meters. Because I'd like to set subs for bus, not in matrix. I know the wing. Okay, the X32 has this, but okay. Sorry, you write some more. I want to set up not only the bus delay, but another week I have new plugin for speaker manager. Okay, read that. Now, the wing update can allow bus delay, which like the main out and matrix. Okay. What you can do is to cheat a little bit here. Let me explain. You can set your sub to be on a matrix. And I'm thinking this thing as I'm going. And this is probably going to be the quick cut of this week. Hi, welcome to another wing. I don't know. Welcome to another quick cut. The question is, and I'm going to summarize this too, how can you have more, or how can you have delay on your bus to align sub if you don't want to use a speaker manager plugin because you're limited to have only 5 meter? The way that I would do it is to use a matrix. No problem there. But sorry, I'm gonna edit that out. What you can do is to use a matrix here. I'm gonna use this matrix, matrix 1. Instead of sending out my main out from here, I'm gonna make sure that my main out is all the way down, it's all the way off. This is all the way off. I don't want to send the main out into those matrices. What I want to do is to use my matrix for my sub, yes, but the source of that matrix will be here in this menu. You would take a bus. Oh no, you can't do that, no way. I thought you could do this. I thought on the input you could do this, no way. You cannot. Oh man, I thought I figured out a way to do it. Would be to use my matrix, yes, and feeding it with a sub. But okay, hold on. Maybe we're not done here. Can I create a bus and send it to the matrix? Yes, I can. Okay, let's go back. If you set up your subs to be on a matrix out, because your matrix out have delay. Let's go back to the matrix and just confirm that yes, you have delay here. And you can go for like really long distance. You can go 320 feet, 28 feet. It's 100 meter. That's a lot. You want to send your feed to your sub on a bus. What I would suggest you to do is you take your matrix, plug your subs in there, assign that output to your sub, and you want to take a bus, which is the bus that you're going to use for your sub. Select that bus, come here in the bottom, and send your bus directly to 0 dB here. Could be pre, could be post, it doesn't matter. If you're doing this, you're going to take whatever that you send into your bus. Right now I'm using bus 9 just for fun. Take that for your subs, send it into a matrix, and use that matrix to time align your output. That way you're gonna have delay or more than the 5 meter option available for all your bus, because you can send all your bus, or you can send 8 bus out to a matrix. I think that will be the way to go. Or Rob's got a really cool idea here. You can just use your AES-3 and basically use a patch cable, jump in and out. But you're gonna have a little bit of latency. No, there's no conversion here. So yeah, this is a viable option. If you can go, okay, let's see if we can also do it from the internal stuff. Source. Can I do AES? No, it will be the other way around. Yeah. I could change the source of this to be. Hold on. This is AES50 in. Is this AES50 in? No, output group. Okay. So if I go into routing, output, AES EBU. It's gonna be my main out. Oh, hold on. In my output group, I patch main left right, and if I go here, I could go, oh no, this is my AES50 input. So the other option will be to use your AES50 input here and set a bus send in there. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? If we go here, that's my input. If I go into source here, I need to go the other way around. Can I go? I can't go bus. Can I go bus? Bus 1. Bus 1 is not assigned. Can I go here and go AES50 out? No, that's not working. No. Because I cannot have bus here. But okay, that's gonna work. That's gonna work the other way that I'm doing it. So if I take a bus here from channel, let's go. Let's do this one more time. If I go bus 9, I take my bus 9 that I'm going to use for my sub, I send it out to matrix 1, and from matrix 1 I can go here and use this. I don't need to use this as a source. I don't need to do anything, because my bus 9 will go straight out. Yeah, okay, let's test this. I'm going to take my microphone, and I'm gonna send it to bus 9. Really loud. Go here, bus 9. Bus 9. Send. I'm sending out to bus 9. If I go to bus 9, I can show here that I have this signal coming in. And if I go into my matrix 1, I do not get any signal. Why is that? Because I'm sending out my bus 9. Oh, maybe because my bus 9 is down. Because my bus 9 is down. There you go. Is my bus 9 assigned to main out? Yes, it is. Okay. I don't want to send into the main out. I only want to send that bus into that matrix feed. and that's going out of main. Of my signal go from the input all the way to my bus 9, all the way from my bus 9 to my matrix, and there you can add some delay if you want to. All the bus can send into all the matrix, but you can only send. But all the bus can only send into the first 8 bus. That's the only thing you have to consider here. So I would recommend you to use your bus 9 through 16 for all your effect, and use your first 8 bus for in-ear monitoring if you want to send effect into in-ear monitoring. And you can use any other bus to send that out to matrix. And basically you got 8 or you got 16 stereo out this way to send into matrix, and you can do this using 8 bus. So it's a little bit of a workaround, but I hope it answers your question, because yeah, just figuring out a way to make this work as I'm talking to you. For those of you that watch this into a quick cut, make sure to join us every Monday at 1:30 p.m. Subscribe to get the notification. Oh man, sorry, I tried to make this as I'm talking to you guys. Okay, I'm gonna read the chat back. Hold on, I just need to get my outro right. If you're watching this into a quick cut, this is a clip out of the live stream that I'm doing every Monday at 1:30. Subscribe, like this video. Make sure to subscribe to get the notification when I'm going live. Make sure to like this video if you like it. And if you are... you see, this is... You guys watch me do a video live. I'm going to put that together into something that makes sense. All I need to say now is... Thank you for watching. See you soon. No, that was not good. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys later. Okay, that's going to be for the quick cut of this week. Appreciate it. Well, my friend, you're more than welcome. Your question helped a lot of people, and I'm going to turn that into a video. And I hope that video is going to help more people. And I know my friend Dominic's going to be really happy when I'm going to call him to say that I figure out a way to do this. So using the matrices from the bus, or going into a bus, into a matrix to use the output delay, that's working. Okay, let's go back to where I was before. You think here's fiber over 300 up, but and down for 65. Oh, that's not. 5G mobile connection is 580, 80 megabyte, unlimited plan. How much is that? Because eventually I want to try to move. I want to try to move out mobile a little bit more in my life. So I need to have a really good connection, 5G connection or 4G connection. But here the plans are astronomically high. We're talking about hundreds a month to get like decent 100 megabyte in and out. Tech for fun. Finally got 1 gig symmetrical fiber. It's great, but most of what you do other than video upload is overkill. Yeah, there we go. Plus was not about internet, but about connection during gigs. Not many devices have 6A, so less device trying to connect. However, since the Wing firmware update, the IP disconnect bug repair was repaired. Yeah, that was fixed. It's the same all around the globe. The best way is to practice. Yeah. I don't know if they ever gonna add the bus delay to the bus. Sorry, let me repeat that clearly. I don't know if they ever gonna add delay to the bus, because I don't know if it's a processing or a chip limitation. I know some stuff like the user signal is limited to 24 because it's a physical limitation of in and out in the processor that are used for the Wing. So that's not software. It's hardware, so that cannot be updated. But maybe the bus thing, you guys can tell me, maybe that can be updated. You're gonna do mostly corporate and speech with your console, less than 12 channel. Would like the flexibility of Dante. I would say yes, but will be good at that point. If you plan on doing more than 16 input or to do band, I think the M32R would be a better option. If not, I think the DM3 with the Dante card is the best option. Smaller, you can carry that like in your backpack to go to a show. I'm pretty sure if you're doing corporate event, you're gonna have it in a road case, but you're gonna have a tiny road case instead of a still pretty heavy M32R in a road case. I used to own an M32R before owning a Wing. I used to carry it around. Really cool console to carry around. Seriously, you could do a lot with it. But yeah, if I have to carry around a console, I would choose the DM3. It will be easier for me. I don't know what the price difference is between the two. Tech for fun. I'm mostly an IT guy, so if you ever hit a snag with IT stuff, I would be happy to help. Well, I'm still struggling doing VMs on my TrueNAS rig because I want to create a Mac OS VM to do some rendering. I want to do a rendering farm, but that's really far off topic of what we're doing on the channel. Not sure a lot of you guys actually know what a rendering farm is under Mac OS and how to do that into a virtual machine on a web server. So this is really far. Send me an email, Tech for Fun. We're probably gonna have a better discussion out of this channel because I don't want to bore everybody to death with term that has nothing to do with live sound here. Sorry. Who else does a video on YouTube about the Wing? You have Drew Brashler, you have Tech Worship, and I don't know who else. I know DCOP Sound used to do some video on the Wing, but I don't know. It's been a while since I see him posting on a Wing, so maybe he sold his console. I don't know, but I believe it was one of the other guys that was doing this. Has there been any more update to the firmware for the Behringer Wing? 12.13.8 is under work right now. I'm running it. It's totally bug-free, totally working 100% perfectly. As soon as it's ready, it's going to be released, and you guys will be happy with the current state of the console. But for now, it's 13.7 for everybody. And okay. Oh, thanks, Rob. DC Upsound. DC Up no longer has a Wing. It was a loaner. Okay, so he probably sent it back. He probably did a couple video, but I think I can fairly assume, without taking out of anybody else, that I'm the guy that has the most video about the Wing on YouTube right now. But Drew Brashler has a different approach for those. Some people don't like what I'm doing here, or my approach to how I do my video, which is totally fine. I respect that. It's my approach. This is how I set up my thing. If it sticks to you, if it's good for you, if I'm a good teacher for you, it's fine. If not, Drew Brashler has a totally different approach, probably more corporate than I do. I'm more a down in the trench guy than anything else. So I'm totally fine with that. This is my approach. I'm closer to a Dave Rat than those corporate guys. But there's a lot of choice on YouTube, and that's the beauty of it. You can choose whatever suits you better. Who's the best teacher for you? I used to take a lot of guitar lesson on YouTube, and not everybody is the best teacher for me. You just have to go with a person that you can relate to, or you feel that has the knowledge. Maybe I'm not that guy. If I am, good. Stick around. We're going to have fun together. If not, there's other option. And I can point to those guys, because it's no use for me to have somebody that is not having fun learning or experimenting or chatting, or like Pancho said, the interaction that we have together. I want to build on that. And I'm going to evolve. Maybe right now I'm not the guy for you. Maybe you're going to evolve and I will be the guy for you, and I will change my approach for something that suits your learning curve better or your interest better. Because I don't know if you noticed, but I changed the type of section for this video. It's not under education anymore. It's under entertainment, because I believe now we're doing, on the live stream at least, more entertainment than education. It's a 50-50, but I put it more on the entertainment side so we can have fun together, not just like being like searched by people that want to have, you know, lessons. This is not corporate learning. It's not corporate advertisement. Oh, thank you very much for the super chat, Tech for Fun. Really appreciate them. And also, I don't know how you guys do this, but there are some like hearts that were popping on the chat. If anybody know what this is, I never seen that before, and I saw a couple of those. Is it like? I hope you guys don't have to pay for this. If you do, well, I don't get that money. So, thank you very much. Tech for Fun. Yeah, those hearts. Yeah, if it's free, crank those hearts up, guys. Really appreciate that. Hit the heart button. Tech for Fun, send me an email. We're going to have a video conversation at some point together. It's going to be fun, because you're going to be tech for fun. Press the wrong button. Aren't you good at pushing the wrong button, Rob? I thought you were really good at that. Kidding, man. Just kidding here. We're having fun. Regularly do. Did you know there was a commercial during your show? I believe I set up commercial to run in playback. Are they popping as we are live? Let me know. Because if we're running ads as I'm going live, I do not agree with that. It should not happen. During playback, if I take a pause, like I am, it should put an ad there in playback. If not, if it's okay, so it's live. I'm gonna check how to disable that, because I don't never live. Ooh. Thank you very much for the donation. Wow, thank you very much. Commercial live too as far. Oh, okay. Well, I do not agree with that, so I will do my best to make sure that there's no I will make sure it's not during the live stream. Okay, I'll take a look at this, guys. Thank you very much for letting me know. Sorry, I just want to go back, make sure I didn't leave anything. It's about $500 difference between the Yamaha DM3 with and without Dente. Oh no, I know that, Pancho. It's the difference between an M32R and a DM3 that I don't know. What's the difference with that? Also, yeah, Patrick's has some video about the wing that is way more in deep than I do on some stuff. So go check out that, and also go check out his software. It's always a pleasure for me to do a shameless plug for him. He's been a great moderator here on the show. Go check out his website, x32ram.com. He's got some really useful software to use with the X32 Reaper and the Wing. If you want to enable some more option on your console with a computer, Patrick has really good stuff that can automate way more than you can do on the console. Go check out his website, x32ram.com, x32ram.com. Thank you for being here, Patrick. Merci beaucoup, Patrick. Okay. Indeed, no commercial. So it might be per region. Yeah, it's probably per region. So oh, thank you, Tom, for the good comment. Really appreciate it. Okay, I just see it's 3 p.m. Do you guys have any more question? Yeah, work. I don't think I do work a lot. I'm totally agree with that I work a lot. But I don't work a lot on the wing. I do work a lot on the wing and a lot for this community, and I try to keep it alive, and I cannot do it by myself. It's all because of you guys. Thank you very much for showing up and keep asking questions and watching my videos. Thank you. What's up, Dale? Guillaume, I use your kick drum sample techniques Sunday. It's worked really well. The drummer loved it, but I couldn't hear the subs, which were about 20 feet. But he couldn't hear the subs, which are about 20 feet from him. So I threw him. It threw him a bit off at first. Okay. Did you know that you can send that into in-ear monitor if he ever has in-ear monitor? Just be careful because you can destroy them doing my bass drum technique, because you're basically sending a tone. You're basically sending out 50 hertz into a pair of headphones that can probably reproduce it, but to a certain limit. Just be careful with the amount of signal that you send into in-ear monitor, especially in low end. And also be careful with subs. If you're clipping out your send to the sub with the oscillator, you can send some nasty stuff in those subs, and they are not made to handle like a 0 dB wave out of 50 hertz all the time. Well, most of them cannot. The big pro subs can, but you have to be careful with what you're doing. Brian, have you used available? I'm not sure to understand your question here, buddy. Okay, he could hear the subs, but that was 20 milliseconds late. Oh, okay, because it was 20 feet in front of him. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. This is why drummer tends to like really loud in-ear mixes, because they try to push over the physicality of what they hear. So if they hear the subs really far away from them, usually they are like 20, 40 feet away from the subs. When you're sending out a kick drum, it takes a second from the sound, well, milliseconds from the sound to come back at you, and you have to overpower that, because otherwise you won't play in time. You will slow down, it will mess your brain up and your listening up. So drummer, even with in-ear monitor, try to go over the physical noise that they produce and the subs with their in-ear mixes. This is why you have to be careful if you're a drummer. Don't overload your ears, and try to ask. Nowadays we can have engineer tune the system so that behind the system you don't have subs. Butt kicker for in-ear, yeah, be careful to not create that. Those of you who don't know, a butt kicker is basically a washing machine motor that you hang to the bottom of your seat, and you use a amplifier to send thousands of watts into it. And because that motor is spinning with a offset bit on it, it will vibrate and it will create like a shaker type of deal. It's not really good for your back. So I do not suggest that. I suggest you to use a subwoofer if you can, even if your drummer is in-ear. I've done that before. Rig a 18 sub in the back of my drummer, or not most of the time not straight, because I don't want the sound to go straight into the bass drum, but to the side or somewhere, and fire him with like only the sub, bass drum, and the floor tom, and he was having a blast. of a time on stage. And also because that was overpowering the sub at the front of the house, it was fun for him and it was tight. You know, physically it was like as soon as he was pushing on the kick, it was pushing him at the same time or roughly the same time within, you know, a harm distance of millisecond 4 or 5. Subs are omni, right? But two things here. I don't know what are you talking about. If we're talking about canceling in the back of the sound system, definitely can do that with cardioid pattern subs. I've done that many times. Some of the RCF stuff, they have built-in system to do sub cancellation in the back, where you take 3 subwoofer, 2 pointing at the front, 1 subwoofer facing at the stage, and you basically flip the phase on it so it's firing up at the back out of phase, and you time align the depth of the subs to create some cancellation on stage. When you do that successfully, when you take time to really fine tune it and find the right frequencies, because if you play around with the delay 1 or 2 milliseconds before or after the subs, you're gonna cancel some other frequencies. If you're doing this right, you can cancel everything. It sounds like the PA is off. It's amazing how we can have blistering sound at the front and totally nothing on stage. But you need to have, you know, subs that are the same. You need to have multiple of 3, or there are other options. I think it's called crossfire, when you have 2 subs, one in front of the other, and you do kind of the same thing. But basically, you're creating phase inversion in the back of the subs where the stage is to do this. But when I say angling the subs at next to the drummer, why I don't make it so it push forward, because even if the subs are omni, if you have a membrane that's pushing air, if my microphone is pointing out this way, facing at me, I'm gonna do this. Let's do this with a top view. If my microphone is facing at the bass drum, imagine that the drummer is here, the microphone is facing the kick drum. If I were to put a subwoofer, I would put it like this, so it's gonna fire to the side. Even if it's omni, I'm gonna have less noise on the side of the sub than in front of it, because the 15 or 12-inch membrane moving out this way. So the wave won't push on the microphone, it will just push air to the side. Of course, there's gonna be something, but I will have less energy sent to the microphone that way than if I were to just fire it straight at the guy. You know, go take a listen next time you're standing next to subwoofer. If you're in front of it and you move to the side, you're gonna have a noise reduction or significantly less volume to the side than to the front. So I try to use this to my advantage, because otherwise I would just create a feedback loop and not really helping me there. But yes, Rob, putting it to the side will help, even if the sub is omni. Just the fact that I'm moving air, or the membrane is moving air one way that is 90-degree offset with the mic, I will have less into it. Nothing, just less. All right, so it's been I had another question here. Anger 77 kick and snare tricks work awesome. Thank you very much. Glad that you use it. Really happy to hear that. Brian said, have you used available matrix for inner monitor? I'm running short of bus mix. You're running short of bus mix. You have more than 16 stereo in ear or 16 in ear on your console. The other workaround would be to use the bus. Sorry, not the bus. The main out 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, not 3, 4, and 5. There's no main out 5. My bad. You can do this now with the newest update. If you take a channel like this one here, and you go into your main SAN, and you select your main bus. Oh, my bad, wrong camera. If you go into the main SAN of every channel, and I think it's also true for the aux, yes. You can take your bus, and I'm gonna raise my fader so I can do this. All your main can be used for sending out post fader or pre mean the tap point. Meaning, here in your bus send, if you set your tap point to be whatever, one of these, if you set your main out to be pre, it will send your signal from the tap point of your bus. So you can use your main out 2, 3, and 4 to create 3 other stereo bus for your in-ear mixes. But this is this is not cool scenario to use your bus. But no, the matrices are not appearing in the bus send like you would if you want to create extra monitor send like you would on an M7CL or M7CL or Yamaha back in the day. But yeah, definitely you can do some more in-ear mixes using your main out if they are not used. Good luck with that. I hope that answer your question. Anything else while I use generate mixes for the EM into the matrices to utilize 2 matrices direct input for more me. Oh yeah, but that's actually, are you creating a phase problem there, Rob? Because of the processing, I think you're gonna end up with 64 millisecond of input delay there that can create some phasing issue with a mix. Yes, it's worth to mention, Pancho, that for non-wing user, on the wing you can have 4 main out, stereo main out with different mixes for each main output. Okay, not aware of it. Need to double check that. Okay, good. So, on that note, guys, I'm gonna cut this show right here because I have some more stuff to do. I have email to reply. I have a video to film for a client because people sometimes request me to do a custom video for them where I show them how to set up their console for their purposes. If you need help with your wing, I'm available, and I keep verbal. I'm gonna keep. Say it a little more. I'm available for private one-on-one session over a video conference. You basically get this setup of me with that camera, right here that is in front of me where you can see my screen and you can see my face here in the bottom that is really badly cut because I didn't set that up for this camera. I'm available for those sessions. I'm asking $30 an hour. Or if you want me to create for you a snap file or a video, you can send me a hourly payment for me to do this for you. On this note, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I'm gonna get live. And you subscribe to the channel. Become a member if you want to support me in what I do. Other than that, I really appreciate the fact that you take time off your day to be with me. If you like that video, give it a like. And until the next one, I want you to please, talking about you guys, take care of yourself. And I see you later.